Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to the 420 Tarot Lounge. Finding yourself here indicates that our energies have found a synchronicity. So pull up a chair, roll up a blunt, smoke a bowl, super toke that like button. Let's get lit. My readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only, so please use your own discernment when making any decisions or choices. I'm hoping that everybody is having as best a day as they can in the situation for which they find themselves. I took a couple of weeks off because I'm not getting any views, so I thought maybe my energy was kind of losing its luster. So I thought I'd take a little bit of a break. I was advised against it by other creators, but I thought, well, I'm only new. I've only got 3 subscribers. I'm not getting many views. Maybe this is a chance for kind of like a little mini reset. So I need to get my nails done. I have an appointment this evening. I got them done probably a week or so before I went away, and they've grown atrociously, and I don't know why. Anyway, I must be eating properly, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, this is a general reading. My readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. And I do encourage everybody to use your own discernment in making any making any decisions or choices that will that could impact your life or the lives of those around you. So I've already cleared the space, cleansed the cards. I've done my meditation. Not all of them wanted to come. Done my meditation, all that kind of good stuff. And so I've been, there's the High Priestess making an appearance. So I've felt a little melancholy for the last few months. And I know it's a bit of a personal reasons, I think, why. So I've used these couple of weeks here to help reground myself, set myself, reestablish my boundaries, and also to reestablish what it is that I want for my life and what I think I'm being called to do. So, with all that said, these readings are all about you, and we are here to decipher the cards together. Alrighty, so again, this is a general message. I do have an overwhelming feeling that this message is for water signs today. So once I get the reading going, I'll be able to be sure about that, and I can put that in the title. So the first card up is the Lovers. There's I feel like there's maybe a harmonic or harmonic balance coming in. And then the Death card. So that's 2 major arcanas there. So the Death card isn't always bad, obviously. It's just a death of an ego, maybe could even be an end of an era type thing. It's the end of something and the beginning of something new. And now we have the Devil. So now we have three major arcana here that are quite powerful. So I feel like there's there could be next. This one didn't want to go. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. feel like there's this is like I feel like this is like an energetic push, not necessarily a bad thing. So let's see what else we got on the go here. So this is oh, then we have the Hierophant. So I feel like there is oh, there's 3 cards here. We have the Two of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and then this one will go on top as the Ten of Pentacles, because this is what I call my 21 card spread. Let's see if I can get them all on here. I'll have to have a look in the camera and see if, or on the screen, see if you can see all of this. Queen of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles. So the energy on this is the Fool. Wow, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 7 cards are 4 out of 8 cards, sorry. Well, that's going to stay on the floor. There's blooper number 1 for this one. Okay, so can we see all of those? Yes, you can. Awesome. Okay. Oh, maybe I'll move this oracle card out of the way, oracle deck out of the way. I can move this one over. There we go. Okay, so there's I feel like there's something previous was left behind, and the whatever was left behind, you yourself left it. It didn't leave you. You left it. Because it wasn't, although there was a high passion, there was high interest, high excitement. There was something underlying that feel like was never spoken aloud. So maybe it's something taboo. And you're on, if you're not already in one, you're on your way to a traditional type situation from this. This was, I feel like this was quite wild, quite spontaneous. This is definitely a love reading, and I feel like it is definitely for a water sign. Although there's really no real water on the board at the moment. Yeah. So you've left something behind because it wasn't fulfilling your needs, whether that could be a lack of commitment, lack of time, but there, I feel like you still have an attachment there, or you still have maybe a regret. But you're looking forward, you're looking for a way, you're looking for a path for something more traditional, something more stable. Now, you are a stable person in your own right. You are I feel like you have the abilities to stay on your own if that's what you choose to do. But I feel like you have an underlying need or want for companionship, true companionship, honest companionship. That's what I'm seeing here. And I'm almost getting the feeling that you might be willing to, I want to say, lower your standards, but I think it's more of change your standards. This is where the Fool comes in. You are, oh, and then the Strength card is right underneath it. So you have your own legacy. You have your own, so it's not like you're looking to, you're just wanting someone to do things with, but stable, constant. Could be marriage. You could be looking for marriage, but I just see something more stable. So we're going to do some clarity on this because I get a feeling that so we're going to pull 7 cards. So this for me here is that you are an independent, high-passioned, self-reliant woman or feminine energy. So this for me is just a confirmation that you have the power, the will, the strength to be on your own. And again, this feels to me like it's a love reading. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to, I want to pull any love oracles. I'm going to go ahead and this is the this is the Gilded Tarot. And this here is the Luna Soul. And again, if you're enjoying my interpretation of the cards, my blunders, my boring voice, whatever the case may be, go ahead and let's light it up and smash that like button. Anyway, so let's see here. We're going to have to give these cards a cut. So I did take my cards away with me while I was away for a couple of weeks to do my little reset. And oddly enough, I did leave them, I do put them at the head of my bed. And I did put them there during my time, but I didn't, I just stepped away from them. Okay, so now we have the Knight of Discs under the Lover's card. So this, feels like there's been some kind of, like you're, and maybe both of you, Tower under the Death card. Okay. So it feels like the other person, the other energy that you were having a relationship with or encounters with. The Emperor under the Devil card. It feels like they were stable in their own right, and maybe that's why they were not wanting to maybe solidify. The Fool under the Seven of Pentacles. Maybe that's why they're afraid of losing their identity. 10 of Wands under the Hierophant. There's definitely a Temperance under the Two of Wands. So again, I am getting the feeling that this is your energy, the Queen of Wands, very stable, very grounded, fire and earth, I'm getting. So you must be You must be, your sign must be on the cusp. And then the Nine of Swords. All right, and then we have duality. So this card is unique. There's another card as well in this deck that's unique to this deck. And when you look at the graphics here, the imagery, it can be quite as it seems as though one flows into the other, but then it's also its own. Each scene is its own scene. So I'm getting the meaning of this card in the deck, or in the book. I don't necessarily get that type of feeling from this card. So just because the book says it means one thing, I tend to read it uniquely for each reading that it comes out for. And this is the energy for this portion of the read, which is duality. So that for me, that I feel as though there could be a mental competition. So this card, I believe, also represents water. I feel like this this relationship, this setup, this arrangement, it was never meant to. It was never meant to grow. I feel like this arrangement, was put in front of you to learn from, maybe even for you to figure out what it is that you are wanting out of life, or wanting from this 3D experience. Because remember, we are spirits having a human experience, not humans waiting to have a spiritual experience. So I'm feeling as though there's been a lesson learned. The lesson's been learned here, and I'm hearing the word finally, finally. And it was your, like I said, it feels like you ended it, you stopped it, you cut it off. And we're going to get 7 more cards here. But I'm also feeling like you've got, with the 10 of Wands here and the 9 of Swords here, this 2 of Wands and the Temperance, I almost feel like you're wondering if you've made the correct decision, or if you should have done something differently. If there was maybe, I almost get a feeling that this here represents a second guessing of yourself. Like maybe you think that's all, this is all you're worth. And that's what this is. So there's like the regret of ending it, starting over and ending it. But I'm hearing, don't forget who you are. Call your power back to you. Okay, so I've got 2 cards here. Did I even cut these yet? The King of Pentacles and the Emperor. Like, we've got some really strong, powerful, um, um, how can I explain this? So any of the cards, so the wands, the swords, the cups, and the pentacles, they're the minor arcana. So they're like things that happen to you on the way through your journey. Then the court cards are like, so that's 1 to 10. Those are situations, things that could potentially obstacles or opportunities. The court cards are the energies that either you are you yourself are, or what is surrounding you. And the major arcana, so from the Fool up, is reminders of your of who you are, and major, what would you call that? Major energy, major influences in your life. So the Hierophant in this case would be major influences could be religion, your parents, your family unit, an organization, a government, that kind of thing. I'm not sure if I that really made sense how I explained that. So I'm going to think about how I'm best to explain that, and maybe try that on a different video. Unless you have a way to explain, if you understand what I'm trying to say, and you have a way to explain it, go ahead and put that down in the comments. Much appreciated. Then we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. So, wow, I feel like possibly this previous 7 of Pentacles, So I feel like there's been some sort of maybe I don't want to say standoff, but awakening. The Magician. The feel. Oh, wow. Okay, so and I've got 2 cards here. So we've got the Page of Wands and the Temperance card again. Okay, so there's the 21 cards. And then we have the 3 of Cups. Celebration, something on the bottom, something good is happening. Okay. So now I need to give me a second to sit with the cards, have a look at them, see what story the universe is wanting me to interpret. So there's definitely there has been so the energy for this row is the Fool. So it's a new start, new decisions, major decisions. So I feel like that there was some type of arrangement, relationship, and you were not being fulfilled by it. So you were wanting to end it and look elsewhere. You want something more traditional. You want something more stable. You need something more comfortable. not always on edge. If you want to just wear your Lululemon pants, that's not going to be a big deal. They're going to love you anyway. That's what I'm getting here. So I think that you've put yourself in a position where you are a strong, independent woman, and you do enjoy a lot of. You enjoy you enjoy a very robust social life. You enjoy dating. You enjoy interacting with people. I feel like you're the type of person that would have a job where you're always face to face with a client, a customer, somebody that is requiring advice, or maybe you're even a therapist. Um, and any face to face, I feel like your profession is a face to face type profession. Um, this relationship, I feel like that, and like I said, I feel like it was never supposed, it was not supposed to go any farther than it did, because there was a lesson to be learned. And I think that lesson was learned. But I also feel now that the other party has maybe formed some type of an attachment. And he's trying, or they, he, she, I'm only saying he because I'm looking at that as the emperor. Um, I feel like they have tried to talk themselves up, boast themselves up, maybe show off, or ham it up, um, try and get you to look at them, look back at them. They want, but that's not, I feel like with this Fool right in the center, right in the middle of the entire board, and the Fool here as the starting point. Um, this is not meant for you. You were meant, so they tried to boost themselves up, and you're like, no, I'm looking up here. But if you look at the imagery, this Queen of Wands is looking here at this Fool. This Queen of Wands is looking directly over here at this Fool. So you're done with this. And then you have your seven, you have your Fool, and it's topped and bottomed. I guess that's what you say, not flanked, it's topped and bottomed by the Seven of Pentacles, which is you're moving forward. You want to move forward. You want to go this way. There's a, you know that there's going to be a lot of turbulence. There's going to be a lot of uncertainty. There's going to be a lot of moments where you may feel like you have lost control. That's what I'm getting here. But there's a definite, I'm not seeing that you really meet anybody or start a connection that would replace this one. Not yet. I'm not seeing that yet. I'm seeing that you're wanting to process. You're wanting to process what went on over here. And you don't want to repeat those same mistakes. You don't want to repeat that same pattern. I'm going to pull a couple of Rider-Waite Smiths here. This deck, the Hermit decided to show his face. So it's a nice little deck. I like it. It's cute. Can we get some more? I better cut it. I want to get some more information or more clarity, if the universe will allow, on this Lover's Death, the Devil combination. Is this a passionate encounter, a passionate arrangement? King of Swords, that is the truth. So yes, this is a love relationship, and I'm still getting that it belongs to a water sign. Maybe the other person is the water sign, because I'm getting here earth and fire. So yeah, maybe the other person is the water sign. But this is definitely a reading for somebody that is, no, you're the water sign. You're this reading, is this for a water sign? Is this something that you could provide an answer for? Two of Swords. No, it's not. Okay, so that was my own personal clarity on what's going on here. So it's saying, no, it's not for a water sign. Okay. So possibly the Emperor is possibly the water sign. Judgment. This tower was brought on because the relationship was just, I'm going to be blunt, it was a fling. I feel like the other person was possibly married. Maybe a Virgo. I'm not sure if you're the wife or the spouse, I should say, or if you're the other person. But that's what I'm getting here. And this tower, so this judgment, this tower is telling you that either there's been an ending of the affair or an ending of the marriage. Again, my readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. Please use your own discernment when making decisions. Any decisions. But I'm feeling like you, even though there's uncertainty and that you feel a little out of place, I feel as though you feel disconnected, a little bit disconnected. There's going to be, you're going to be able to, because you are so outgoing, you're going to be able to start new friendships, relationships, strength. So you just have to have strength. You'll just have to have it's going to take you a little bit of time. I think was some delusion over here. You want to call it that? Um, the There was no promises made. There was no insinuations even. But I get the feeling that both of you thought this was something that was going to be forever, no matter what. No matter what. And I mean that, no matter what. Um, but their vision was based on one reality, and your vision was based on another. Okay. So, although you both had the vision of this being forever, the forevering, if you want to call it that, was different for the both of you. Seven of Pentacles. Again, 777. I just had a personal flash of my mother. My mother used to like to go to the casino, and her favorite machines were the oh my gosh, any of the machines that had sevens. So there was, the red, white, and blue sevens, and then there was ones that had like 1 7 in the box, and then some had 2 7s, and some had 3 7s, and then whatever. She really liked those games. I wonder if she just came by to say hi. Well, Ma, if that was you, thank you for appearing, showing me a sign. Alrighty. So now we need to get on to this Ten of Wands, Temperance, Nine of Swords business. What the heck's going on over here? Nine of Swords. Okay, so I feel like you have got to there's a lot going on. Maybe a little overwhelming, a lot overwhelming. And maybe I think possibly you are having a hard time finding a way out, or you've had a hard time finding a way out. And it's starting to worry you. I'm being told, don't let it worry you. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. I'm just feeling as though there's strong support. Strong support for whatever it is that you're wanting to do, there is a death card. Okay, and the energy here is the Five of Wands. Why am I not surprised? Okay, so I feel like there's been some kind of brainwashing. I don't know if that's the right term. So I'm getting that now. I can tell you right now, I know that water signs are very good manipulators. There's, and like I said earlier, it feels as though both of you went into this arrangement, one with one idea of what forever looked like, and the other with a different idea of what forever looked like. And that was the downfall of it. I feel like there was no real communication, heart to heart communication, honest communication. I feel like it was physical, more of a physical, and you're wanting more, or there's an opportunity for more. And again, so the right in the middle of the read, there's the Fool, and then 777, all pentacles. Um, you know your worth, and on all levels, you know your worth. I feel like you're maybe even have a little bit of this is a self-esteem problem or something similar to that. But I'm getting with this Queen of Wands and this Queen of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles as the backup, that you have no need to be, you are worthy. People, other energies will be drawn to you. Your advice is whatever was learned over here, put that in your book. You learned it, you wrote the test, you mastered it, whatever that lesson was. I feel like there's going to be multiple opportunities for you to move forward. And this is the loss of this or the leaving of this. And then all the additional attention that you're going to get. You're not going to know what to do with it. You're not, I, there's going to, I feel like there's going to be, you're going to have a little bit of an up and down, like in your emotions, in even in your, maybe your mental state. Some days you may feel a little bit depressed. I suggest that you seek help for those types of issues if they come up. Again, please your own discernment for any choices that or decisions that you make. My readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. I feel like you are, I feel like you're in a healing. Uh, a healing, ready to start a new type energy. And the conflict here is internal conflict. You're missing, you're homesick, I guess is the word for what goes on over here. But you know deep down that you need to move forward. Okay, what could God, the universe, provide us with an oracle card or two as a suggestion on how to move forward, handle this situation? Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. So I'm getting this as love yourself. You have to put yourself first. You have to love yourself. You have like I said, you have a phenomenal, um, way of making people feel at ease. But you have a hard time. It's easy for you to give out the love, but you have a hard time receiving it back. You don't think you're worthy. Like I said, you have a what do you call that? Self-esteem. You have a self-esteem because of this. So this is love yourself unconditionally. Get your shit together. No matter what. Every day in the morning when I get up and get my day started, when I look in the mirror, the first thing I say to myself is, let's be happy today. And that works a lot. The dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So we have love and the dragonfly, love and healing. Okay, so that is your reading for today. Again, there's going to be times where you are going to have moments of self-doubt. You are going to feel defeated. You probably will have remorse, I guess, for leaving this behind. But I'm getting, have patience, love yourself. Um, as you work through the problems that or issues that you encounter in this new life, you're going to have to adapt to those issues or change to remove those issues. And that can be a healing exercise, I guess you would call it. But there is I feel as though there is, with this Three of Cups here, there is a hope, and then Ace of Pentacles, and then the Death card. Wow. Okay. So yeah, that's the Death card. One there, one there. So there is definitely celebrations ahead, and a new opportunity, to obtain abundance, resource abundance. And this duality energy, I feel as though it's more of a for you to look deep down, maybe do some shadow work, but look deep down at what it is that you are hoping to accomplish. Not the little bits, not the little projects here and there. What you are hoping to accomplish as a legacy, with that Ten of Pentacles there, as a legacy. It doesn't have to be inheritance to your children. It could be, maybe you're a writer, maybe you do research on something, and that's your legacy, your results or your findings. But again, your advice is to love yourself. I guess be understanding, and healing will. If you open yourself up, healing will come. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge, and I'm hoping that everybody has as best a day as they can in the situation they find themselves. Namaste.